In 2019, a normal afternoon drive along a Florida highway ended in a collision that would fundamentally shift how we view the liability of automated systems. The crash was triggered by a momentary human distraction. While traveling at 62 miles per hour, the driver dropped his phone and took his eyes off the road to retrieve it. He didn't immediately panic because he believed the car was in control. He assumed the Tesla Autopilot system would automatically apply the brakes if it sensed a stationary object in his path. But the car never slowed down. The Tesla struck a parked SUV at full highway speed, launching 22-year-old Naibel Benavides Leon 75 feet into the nearby woods. While the driver's negligence was clear, the victim's family directed their legal focus elsewhere. They sued the automaker, arguing the technology itself was defective. This case forces a reckoning with a specific modern dilemma. When a machine is marketed as a co-pilot, who is responsible when that machine fails to see what any attentive human would have? The civil trial in a Miami federal court became a battle over the definition of driver responsibility. Tesla's defense relied on the fine print. They argued that their owner's manual explicitly requires drivers to pay attention and keep their hands on the wheel at all times, regardless of whether autopilot is engaged. The plaintiffs countered this by pursuing the vehicle's black box data. After the automaker initially claimed certain logs were unavailable, a forensic expert recovered and decrypted data packets revealing exactly how the sensors behaved seconds before impact. That data led to testimony regarding geofencing, a software safety feature used by other manufacturers to automatically disable driver assist functions on roads they aren't designed to handle. Expert testimony revealed that Tesla chose not to implement this type of geofencing in 2019. This allowed the driver to activate the system on a road that required higher levels of human intervention than the software could provide. This established a contrast between the company's legal warnings and its engineering choices. One required total human vigilance. The other permitted the driver to disengage in environments the car couldn't navigate safely. Regulators were already noticing the gap between marketing and reality. The California DMV found that using terms like full self-driving was misleading and violated state law. During the trial, the judge allowed the jury to see evidence of 3 other crashes that occurred under nearly identical circumstances. In each of those cases, the drivers were profoundly distracted. One was watching a movie, another was asleep. All of them had developed an absolute trust in the vehicle's ability to drive itself. The technological failure was also consistent. In every instance, the AI failed to register stationary objects in the vehicle's path, moving forward as if the obstacle didn't exist. These recurring incidents indicated that the automaker was on notice that its driver monitoring system wasn't enough to prevent total disengagement. The pattern showed that the technology was inviting a level of reliance that the engineering wasn't yet capable of supporting. After 4 years of legal maneuvering, the jury delivered their decision, a verdict totaling $243 million. The jury didn't place all blame on the driver, assigning 33% liability to Tesla. This verdict highlights a massive liability gap. Now, governments from the US to the EU and China are struggling to apply traditional tort law to autonomous algorithms. Following this judgment, federal safety agencies have intensified investigations into hundreds of other crashes involving similar driver assist technology. The $243 million verdict is a signal that the legal shield of the owner's manual is thinning. As long as the marketing of AI exceeds its actual capability, the drivers using it and the people sharing the road with them remain part of a massive live experiment.